Now, President Muhammadu Buhari has pledged Nigeria's unalloyed commitment towards expanding the achievements of the Great Green Wall program in Africa. Speaking at a high-level side event of the United Nations Climate Change Conference in Glasgow, Scotland, the president expressed optimism that Africa's ambition of restoring over 100 million hectares of degraded landscape for productive agriculture is achievable. State House correspondent Adamu Sambo brings us details.
The special event aimed at accelerating land restoration in Africa, the case of the Great Green Wall Initiative, was co-organized by the Prince of Wales as well as the presidents of France and Mauritania. It was tailored towards ameliorating the problems of land degradation, desertification, depletion of the forest ecosystem, as well as biodiversity on the continent.
We're fortunate to have President Buhari of Nigeria with us today. Nigeria plays a critical role in the restoration movement and is pledged to restore 4 million hectares of degraded land. This kind of ambition, coming from Africa's largest economy, underscores just how vital this issue is.
With the tremendous potential of a vibrant young population and unique and precious natural landscapes, Africa is particularly well placed to seize this opportunity. So let us roll up our sleeves and start designing the creative solutions we need to secure the future for generations to come.
I remember that in January, on the One Planet Summit, we launched an initiative, $19 billion committed. We are here, and I can confirm this 19 billion. They are committed and they are arriving.
This President Muhammadu Buhari noted was a direct response to the request for support by African leaders to the global communities on addressing Africa's environmental challenges, for which the continent is grateful.
Since the pledges by the financial partners, the United Nations Convention to combat desertification has continued to give technical backstopping to the Pan-African Agency of the Great Green Wall through the establishment of Great Green Wall Accelerator for the 2021 to 2030. This is to fast-track the implementation process with the prime purpose of translating the pledged financial resources of 19.68 billion United States dollars into hectares of land restoration and other livelihood improvements at various country levels.
Actions have already been taken towards actualizing the process, as Nigeria participated actively in drafting and harmonizing the results framework for the accelerator with 5 cardinal pillars. These are the restoration of 100 million hectares of degraded land, sequestration of 250 million tons of carbon, creation of 10 million green jobs, resilient economic development in the various member states, as well as capacity strengthening and development.
As the effort to make available the financial resources already pledged by financial partners is still ongoing, Nigeria has taken further steps by approaching other technical partners for support. The partners include the Food and Agriculture Organization, United Nations Environment Program, United Nations Development Program, Global Environment Facility, with whom Nigeria is holding discussions on resource mobilization for ecosystem restoration. With all hands on deck and concerted efforts at land restoration by African leaders, I am optimistic that Africa's ambition to restoring over 100 million hectares of degraded landscape for productive agriculture is achievable.
Meanwhile, as Nigeria prepares to assume the leadership of the Conference of African Heads of State and Government on the Great Green Wall, President Muhammadu Buhari made it clear that member states are committed to the transformative process of restoring the continent's degraded landscape and indeed the environment. From Glasgow, Scotland, Adamu Sambu, NTA News.